In cemeteries across the world, some headstones hold more than just names and dates. They preserve cherished family recipes, etched in stone as a lasting tribute. These recipes are more than instructions for a dish. They are connections to loved ones, memories of shared meals, and a way to keep traditions alive. In this series, we'll be honoring these unique culinary legacies by bringing these recipes to life. With respect and gratitude, we'll cook the dishes exactly as they were meant to be enjoyed. Hello and welcome to the premiere episode of Last Bite, a show where we honor the dearly departed and their culinary legacy. I'm Ken DeCosta, your host, and joining me today we have a very special guest. You know her from Ghost Hunters, Ghost Nation, right here on Dead Air with Live with Cody and Satori, as well as their wildly popular YouTube channel, The Paranormal Couple. Please welcome my partner in crime today, Satori Hawes. Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What's up? Okay, so the first thing I want to ask Tori is, what is your experience around the kitchen?
None.
Okay, well, this is going to be perfect then.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start right in on this, and we're going to talk a little bit about our contributor today.
This recipe comes to us from Anchorage, Alaska. Resident Bonnie June Johnson, who passed away at her home at the age of 71 on May 8th, 2007. Born on June 30th, 1935 in Longview, Washington, to Reuben and Evelyn Rainey. She was raised on a farm on Mount Pleasant alongside her older sister, Gloria. After graduating from Kelso High School in 1954, Bonnie pursued accounting studies at Lower Columbia College. She was formerly married to Cecil Johnson and was the mother of 4 children and grandmother to about 9 grandchildren.
So, Bonnie, we thank you for passing this along to us. And to honor you, we're going to try to make your no-bake chocolate oatmeal cookies. And I like this because we don't have to really go near an oven. So under supervision, your kids can make this at home. How's that sound to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little nervous because I can barely make cereal. So I'm excited to see how this turns out with both of us.
This should go well.
Okay.
This should go well.
I think you just jinxed us.
Or not.
Yeah.
But we're going to give it a shot to honor Bonnie. Okay, so here's what we have. We have 2 cups of sugar, a 1/4 cup of cocoa, Swiss Miss. Bonnie strongly recommends this. We have a 1/2 cup of milk, a stick of butter, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. We have 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 3 cups of oats. So the first thing we're going to do is combine some of this stuff, bring it to a boil, and these are no-bake. So this should be interesting. So Tori, you can get to it right away. Let's start with the sugar.
Where are we just putting it all in
Just
the pot?
Just put it in the pot.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no. All right, this is already... You already measured all this out for me, so this is
Yeah,
getting a
just
little
dump
bit...
it all in out there.
Yeah.
Okay, now next we add the milk.
Okay. You're making me nervous. Why am I doing all this
Do you
myself?
take science classes at all?
One time I did take a science class and I overheated a glass beaker and it shattered in my hand.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
All right, so now we go with our 1/4 cup of Swiss Miss cocoa.
I feel like we're supposed to gradually put this in, but
Bonnie was very specific about this.
I like that. I
Okay.
never would have thought.
Now, add 1 stick of butter.
Just the whole
Just the whole thing, dump it right in. We got
Don't even
sugar,
soften it?
we got butter.
There we go. There was a bit of an issue there.
All right, because our hot plate is not working today because we have an aluminum pan, come with me. We're going to put this, mix all the ingredients and come to a boil. You know, I was looking at this recipe and wondering, and we're not going to make any additions to it because we're honoring Bonnie's original recipe. But wouldn't raisins really go good like oatmeal? I'm an oatmeal.
You like raisins?
I'm an oatmeal raisin cookie snob.
Really?
Big time.
I like chocolate and oatmeal cookies. Raisins?
And while we wait, that reminds me of a funny story. You knew that was coming. Don't spoil the illusion that, you know.
I should have known.
Okay.
I should have known.
So we're on an investigation one night at an antique store in Massachusetts, and I'm downstairs by myself. I'm going to make sure I stir this, by the way. So I'm on an investigation by myself downstairs, and I see 3 jars, and one says chocolate chip, one says sugar cookies, and the other one says oatmeal raisin. So I'm by myself. I said, isn't this wonderful? Isn't this kind of the owner to leave out snacks for the people who are just coming around looking at stuff? And there were quite a few of them, and I said, yeah, she's not going to miss one. Unscrewed the jar, took one out, took a deep breath. Oh my God, like ambrosia. It smelled wonderful. I'm going to eat one of these.
Oh no.
So I took a cookie, put the jar back, took a bite, and immediately they were made of wax. They were made of wax, and I'm looking around and nobody's watching this, thank God. So I spit this out, find a trash receptacle, throw it all away. But it was so funny, I had to share with the rest of the group. This is 10 years ago, and they've never let me forget it.
Okay, but like, what was your thought process behind that?
They're
Like,
hungry. I
you
want a
literally
snack.
just thought that they left a jar of cookies out in the middle of the shop.
Sure.
Okay.
Why
And
not?
did you have anything to like
They were
wash?
they were in what you would call a cookie jar.
But did you have anything to like wash down the flavor that
No.
you got? No, you were
No,
just
I had
stuck
to
with
walk
like that
around. Remember those
waxy-
wax lips she did that years ago they bought as kids?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't as
Oh.
good as those. So I kind of chewed that for a little while.
Well, thanks for sharing with the class.
And so kids, don't go by smell and touch all the time, and take little nibbles. Don't go take half the cookie down you, because you never know what it's going to be made of. Could have been styrofoam.
Do you think that person, like a while after, counted all of them and was like, I wonder if someone stole one?
To her credit, it was the best tasting wax cookie that you can imagine. All right, so this is starting to melt down a little bit. So, what's the weirdest thing you ever ate?
Oh, I've eaten a lot of weird stuff. Mostly combinations. I'm very picky about what I eat. But one time I ate like vanilla ice cream and chicken tenders, and then I got sick. And then another time I ate some sort of like mashed potato and like turkey dish, and the turkey was like in a gravy and it was like gelatin on top. And that was disgusting. And I got sick. So pretty much every time I eat something.
Okay, so my question is, how do you feel about people who dunk their French fries in a milkshake?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so
I'm
what's
okay
the,
with that.
What's the difference with chicken tenders?
I guess I either got food poisoning or the combination of chicken with vanilla ice cream did not sit well together.
I can imagine not.
Yeah, like the meatiness mixed with like the vanilla ice
Another
cream.
funny story time, your brother Austin, I recall going to Fort Wetherill, and you can check out their vlogs on their YouTube channel as well, because this episode is on there. And he had to eat a bug.
He did. He ate a bug pop. He didn't get very far before his stomach started to turn, but he was always told no growing
Go
up.
figure.
He was always told he couldn't have one growing up. He had to wait until he was an adult, and he decided he was going to do it.
Oh.
Realized it was not a good decision. I can't eat bugs. I can't eat bugs. The crunchiness of a bug.
But you guys provided the bug for him, right?
Yeah, well, we went to a shop, and he saw it. And
Austin, that doesn't say much about you. It's like, here, eat this. You're like, okay.
it was more like, well, everybody else told me no, so I'm going to do it. And then he realized why we all told him no.
Okay, outstanding. All right, so folks, in the comments below this video, tell us what's the weirdest thing you ever ate. We want to know. You're obsessed with those oats.
I want to like eat one.
We want to know what the weirdest thing that you ever ate was, and don't hold back, because we know if you're telling the truth or not. Okay, this has come to a boil. That didn't take much time at all. So,
This tastes like stale popcorn.
it does?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little bit about the oats. You want quick oats. You don't want the oats that takes 3 hours to soften. So because of product placement, well, we already mentioned Swiss Miss, so who cares? These are Quaker oats, by the way. Quaker, if you're looking to sponsor a cooking show, it may not be this one, but at least consider it. On behalf of all of us, thank you. All right, so we're going to let this stand for 5 minutes. So by the magic of editing, we're going to just stare at this, and you don't have to, because it looks weird.
Yeah, why is it moving like that?
If you make this at home, you'll see what we mean.
Can I tell you a story while we're waiting?
Sure.
So when I was in, I think, middle school, we had to take care of like beetles, and I don't know why. And we took care of these.
Is this going to be a long story, because we've only got...
Can you? I let you tell your story.
Fine, go ahead.
For one time, I just want to tell a story. We took care of beetles, and they like lived in like oats like this. Like they lived in like a bed of oats, and they dug into them and like lived in the oats. It was so gross. So now every time I look at oats, I think of like the beetles.
You think of beetles.
I think of beetles.
So
I think they were beetles.
You're perusing this, like you kind of like fingering, checking through it
I just took a nibble,
to see
and
if...
it was just a weird texture when it's not put into something.
But it's fine, there's no beetles in this.
There's no beetles. You
Austin-
almost just flipped the pot!
Austin would be very proud that there are no bugs in it, or maybe he wouldn't, I don't know.
This smells so good.
It
Do you
does.
smell it?
It does. If you had smell-o-vision out there, you could experience what we are here.
We're doing good, bud.
It is. It's so far so good. All right, so we're going to step away, and when we come back, it'll be like a time portal. No time at all will have changed, and we'll probably be wearing the same clothes that we did. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. And just like that, magic, we're back.
Yes, we're back.
Okay, and we're in the home stretch of this right now. Satori here has 3 cups of oats, this many.
Whoa.
And she is going to dump that into the cooled pan of the mixture we made before. So have at it.
This could go really good or really bad. I'm going to spread it out.
Just dump it.
Can you stop, like, telling me what to do all the time, actually?
No. Well, I have more experience in the kitchen than you do.
Okay.
I
knew that the oats went into the pot. It was pretty self-explanatory that the oats went into the pot.
It's completely gone off the rails now. Just bear with us. Okay, so we have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Do you know why? Here's a spoon.
Thanks.
Do you know why that we have peanut butter?
Why do we have peanut butter?
Not only for the sweetness, but it's called a binding agent.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
It'll keep everything together. Tap it right on the side of the... There you go. Get all of that peanut goodness inside of this thing.
I almost hit the pot so hard it just like whoop. Okay, I think that's it.
Okay, you can lick the spoon if you want. Okay, so the final ingredient... 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Oh my god, I thought it was something dangerous.
No, it's, well, depends on your point of view. Okay, so we have our handy spoon right here. Stir it up. I'll
Yeah,
swap
hold the spoon,
with you.
please.
Yeah, I'll swap with you. Stir that up good. You want to fold it.
What does folding it mean?
Well, you did it. Almost there.
Is that folding?
That's folding.
That's just mix. That's a big mix. Why do you call it folding?
Well, because what happens is when you fold it, it's more airy than dense.
When you fold it. When you
I don't know if
mix
that's
it.
right, but it sounded like I knew what I was
You
talking
sounded pretty smart. I didn't
did.
question it.
about. I did.
Okay. We got... Oh my god, it smells so good. Do you smell
That's looking
that?
really good. Now here comes the hard part. Now you're going to take a spoonful of that and you're going to place it on a baking sheet that's next to you with parchment paper on it.
How am I going to take a spoonful of it without splatting it?
Well, you may have to carry the
Well, you may have to
pan
help.
a little bit closer.
You may have to help with this part.
Okay.
Because I'm going to get chocolate oats all over this.
Would a ladle be better?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Oh, look, I happen to have one here.
Wow. Can I?
All right, I'll do the first one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the spoon right there.
Take a ladle of this and just pour it right on top.
And it's gonna dry just like that. Like it's gonna harden.
It's going to harden and it's going to dry. So
Okay.
let's see how many we get out of that.
Okay.
Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap.
I am.
Oh, that's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, that looks good. We could probably get maybe.
I think I just
eight
made
of- We could probably get maybe 8 of them on there.
I think I just made a pancake.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a pancake. Like that.
You're
Am I doing
great.
it too far?
I could probably take the rest of this video off. You're doing so well. Don't be cheap.
I'm trying not to be,
I
but
mean, get right in there. Just like tilt the pan and everything so you get
You're
a
gonna
good
get
spoon. Let
oats
me get
all
this
over
out of
me.
the way. This is ready to explode and kill both of us. This is going to be the best. Now you can see that from our camera how this looks. And it looks bloody awesome. Bonnie,
Bonnie, this is a great recipe. We're just not great cooks. Or I'm not. Ken's a pretty good cook.
Bonnie somewhere is proud.
Oops.
And I hope that if her family sees this, you understand that we do this to honor her, as we will as these episodes go along. People who left these recipes in their final resting place just to share with the world. What a wonderful idea.
Yeah, I think so. This is already starting to harden. That's going to be a big one if I do that.
Well, that's good. Do you think you can squeeze one more in there?
I can try. I can just make one really obnoxiously
Right in the middle
large
of those
one.
two. Right in the middle of those two.
You want me to make one lot? Oh, like right there?
Right
I
there.
thought you wanted me to combine them. I was
No.
like, you want a ginormous
No, these would be
log?
good.
Okay. Here you go.
Get after it.
I'm going to eat this right out of the bowl after whatever's extra.
Well, you can. Like, let's just do it off camera. No, we don't have to do it off camera.
No.
Hang on.
If I'm going to be an embarrassment, I'm going to do it publicly. You think I'm hiding that?
Come on. If you've ever licked a bowl at home.
I'm going to make sure that these are big enough.
Okay. Now you want to take the back of the ladle and just sort of make them a little bit
Like a pancake?
thinner, if you can. There you go. Perfect. That way they'll take a little less time. While you do that,
You're cheating.
I'm going to get into this.
These are going to be huge, dude.
Oh my goodness gracious. And you know what? You can literally taste the peanut butter in them.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's such a small amount of peanut butter, though.
They're exactly. They were like, I mean, it pairs so well with it.
For people with peanut allergies, I wonder if there's a like an alternative for people with nut allergies.
Well, people out there who do, I'm sure when there's recipes that call for this, they have an alternative to it.
I'm sure they
The same thing as sugar. There's 2 cups of sugar. I mean, guys, these are sweet.
You just keep
Let's
going.
just,
Okay, this is it. I'm gonna eat off this. Is this my spoon? My peanut butter spoon?
that's your spoon.
No, this is my spoon. My peanut butter spoon.
Okay.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
Get out of town, right?
Are you serious? This is so good.
Get out of town. This is awesome. I cannot wait until those set up. So, I think it's time to take a break. Let these set up again through the magic of editing. We'll be back. once these get a little harder, with another special guest who's going to be part of our judging crew today.
He's just here to eat. He's not actually going to judge. He just wants to eat it.
Well, you can't have one without the other.
True.
Okay, so we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. It has actually been about 15 minutes, and our cookies are set up, and they look absolutely delicious. So joining us is Cody Desbiens, who's been behind the camera as one of our impartial judges. This is a perfect job for him. The guy never met anything that he didn't eat.
That's right, I love food.
So let's try these. They smell great. They look amazing.
Do you want your oat pancake? I meant to make them into cookies, but they kind of came out as pancakes.
Well, grab that one. That's yours. Hold on to it for a minute and let's...
Okay, which one do you want?
I'll go with this guy right here.
Okay.
These got some weight to them.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
A hockey puck.
They're very dense and very pliable too.
All right. We
All
ready?
right, so we're going to test these. Here we go.
Okay.
King. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that they were supposed to be.
I did so well.
You did.
I can't believe you made these.
We kept her away from an oven. You know, the thing is, there were like 2 tablespoons of peanut
You
butter,
can taste it.
and yet, pow, that comes right out at you. Bonnie, oh my goodness.
The sugar and the Swiss Miss make it so good.
Yeah, but even like the Swiss Miss just adds that chocolatey thing to it. That's great.
But not too much.
I like that they're soft.
Everything is promised. Glass of milk right now would be like the thing with these.
Bonnie, your recipe was amazing. It is amazing. I can't wait to make these at home. So thank you for sharing them with the world.
Phenomenal. All right, guys, we've had a taste. So on a 1 to 5 stars, what do you give this, Cody?
This is a 5. This is good.
Yeah.
10. So good it beats the scale.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay.
Only because this is the first recipe that we're making.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not sure what the bar is going to be yet. So I'll take away half a point.
I don't know how we're going to beat Bonnie's recipe, though.
Well, we'll see. So that's our Yelp reviews for Bonnie. Phenomenal, though. Absolutely phenomenal. So easy to make, too. I mean, you could do this with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take care of the boiling, which is 3 minutes, and then they will absolutely love these.
I'm saving my other half for later.
Right.
So good.
I'm not.
Very heavy. I love it.
I'm not
Like, this will
either.
last me a while.
Once we're off camera, I'm going to have crumbs all over me. There's no doubt.
You already got crumbs on me.
You know, it doesn't matter. So anyway, that's been Last Bite, our premiere episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. Remember, like and subscribe to Dead Air. We're going to have more of these to come. But just remember, food is friendship, food is love. And thank you, Bonnie, for what you've shared with the world. So till next time, we're going to keep eating, and that's it. We're just going to keep eating.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
And I want you to keep eating right down to the last bite. See you next time.